So hello folks, and welcome back to another recording. I'm sorry I didn't get this done earlier. As you may be able to see, I am in a hotel room because I am at a conference this weekend. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what to expect kind of for the end of the term and all of that. Um, so one of the things is this. You have about 250 points that are still available in the course. The research essay is worth 200. There's a couple of other activities that add up to 50 points. There are 50 points of extra credit. Look and see how you can still do that. If you're going to do any submissions to Voices, which is our literary magazine, I need to be copied on that. So if things aren't working for you, I can send you the email, but you need to make sure that I'm CC'd on it. So make sure that happens, and then I'll be able to adjust that. You also need to put some kind of a note in the extra credit kind of discussion board at the top of the course, because that's where I'm keeping track of that, so it adds up properly. The points that I'm talking about do not have anything to do with what's due today, which is not going to get graded today probably. It'll probably be Sunday at the earliest, maybe Monday. So late work. Some of you have thought I don't take any late work at all. I don't know where you get this idea, but I do take it until November 30th. After November 30th, I don't. So it's not just, oh, well, I can make up all my work, at until that time. But anything that's due after that is not count. I won't process it if it's late. I know that's a huge wrench for you. You want to spend all your time being perfect on your research paper, and I get that. I was that way too, but let it go. If you turn it in on time, there's still time to revise it. So get something in there then and get some feedback maybe, and we can work with that. So just be aware that unless you get abducted by aliens and you have good documentation for that, which you could probably make a lot of money if you could get that kind of documentation. But anyway, if you have something like that, I'll work with you. But otherwise, don't turn it in late, because if it registers as 0, then I'm just gonna skip over it. And I hate to be harsh like that, but if you think about it, professors have lots and lots of things to read. You just have the one assignment to do. I know you have assignments in lots of classes, but it's just, it can't all pile up at the end. And maybe you already know that because things are piling up on you now, and it's not fun. It's even less fun when you have a lot more things piling up on you. So um, rounding is also not a thing. So if you have 899 points, that's still a B. Gateway does not do plus and minus, so that's that. And then if you've had a conference with me for a revision and you still haven't turned it in, you can turn that in until December 8th at 5 p.m. and I'll process it. But make absolutely sure that, well, actually at any time, make absolutely sure that you have done all of the parts of that revision assignment. If you just turn stuff in again on the major papers, but I do not have any record of talking with you, and if anything's missing, there will be no points added for that. So just be aware of that. So one thing I heard last night that I hadn't thought about, because I've been a teacher now for a while, but I remember when I think way back, is office hours and what it means. It does not mean that you are called to the principal's office and you are either grounded for something that you've done, or you get expelled and you're grounded for something you've done, like for the rest of your life, whatever. That's not what it means. For office hours for professors in a college situation, it's really more about having conversations. And it's really cool to have those conversations early in the term so you can build a relationship. You can get some things cleared up early, be proactive about things, ask some questions that maybe you didn't want to ask in a class. And all of that's still true even in an online class. So just, if you're kind of hiding because you don't want to talk to the teacher because you're afraid you're in trouble, try to get over that. And maybe even next term when you're going through, the situation, let's try to maybe connect more often and not just like this, on a screen. So my availability, I don't have it set up yet, but I am willing to come out for some face-to-face conferences if that's okay with your school and your teacher. And then I've got some virtual conferences. I'm having meeting with all my face-to-face students in kind of the last week and a half of the term. So I'll open that up and I'll give you that link. so you can do that. Um, the other thing I'll say to you is pay attention to your gateway email. Look at comments that I've given you, especially on the research paper. If you turn it in on time and it's a 0, look at my comments, look for, or just email me and ask if you can't find it. But what it probably means is that we need to have a conversation about your citations. Maybe I want to look at your kind of process and ask you some questions about it. It doesn't mean you're in trouble. It just means that I want to understand how this piece of writing came to be, because that helps me give you better feedback. So um, that's what I would say about that. And then just, as I said, let go of your perfectionism, breathe, take care of yourselves. This is not the end of the world. I know that this is a paper that it has a high point value. That's why I hate grades, because it makes everyone anxious and crazy. But um, just do your best, and we can talk. And then as far as the rest, apparently, as of right now, I'm working with you next term, and I'm really looking forward to that. For the online sections of your cohort in English 102, that can always change because Gateway does that. But I was honored to be asked, and I've enjoyed working with you. So I'm looking forward to more of that. So anyway, send me an email. I probably won't get to it until I get back from this conference. But yeah, just do your best. And now I'm just rambling, so I will shut this off and try to get it uploaded with the terrible hotel Wi-Fi. So thanks, y'all.